Hey everyone, it's Deacon082, and before we get started on the events of today's episode, we are stopped here, and the egg looks like it's hatching, the mystery egg that we got a few episodes back in Violet City, and it hatches into a Togepi. Now I really wanted to use Togepi in this run, just because it's going to be fun to use, and this one is a male, and it's going to be a transgender because I am naming it Emma. So anyway, this Togepi counts for the Pokemon for Violet City. Togepi is the first baby Pokemon you'll encounter. It's a pure normal type. It starts off with the moves Growl and Charm, which both reduce attack. It starts out really poor, but like many baby Pokemon, it evolves through happiness into Togetic, which is normal flying type, and it's not a great Pokemon, but I'm going to try to make it useful. And, well, you'll have to level it up to level 7 before it's going to learn a move that can actually do damage. And Ike is here about to level up, so I might as well show this battle. This probably won't be enough to level up, but I'm back on Route 29 because I'm picking up the berries for the day and that egg happened to hatch. Also because if you go back here, only on Tuesdays, because I'm recording this on Tuesday, you can meet Tuscany of Tuesday. And by way of introduction, the first time you talk to her, you will receive a pink bow, which powers up normal type attacks, which will come in handy, but we don't really have anything that uses normal type attacks very often. And the last thing for this early part of the episode before we jump into what's actually going to take place in this episode, Ike is going to level up in this battle. Come on, Ike, can you take him out any faster? Don't want to make this episode too long. Come on, Ike. Come on, you got this. Come on. Come on, Ike. Alright, cheering you on isn't going to help you kill him any faster. There we go! Ike gains 23 experience, grows to level 10. And Ike is evolving. And the second evolution in the run, both for Ike. And now he looks a lot different, wouldn't you say? Ike, the Metapod, evolves into Butterfree, which I've talked about several times, so I'm not going to talk about again. And upon evolving, Ike learns Confusion, and we can check its stats here, and see that it now has pretty good special attack and a move Confusion to go with it. So I'm going to go back to Route 32, clear out a few of the trainers, and then start the coverage of this episode. Okay, I'm back. I took out all the remaining trainers on Route 32, and Emma has grown up to level 8. And when Togepi reaches level 7, it learns a move called Metronome, which is its first way of dealing damage. And for those of you who don't know what Metronome does, I'll attempt to show it off here in this battle, assuming I don't run into an Ekans. Okay, Bellsprout, this'll do. I'm probably just gonna flee from this battle anyway after I test it out. This Ekans is going to use Growth to boost its special attack, and Metronome uses a random move in the game. This time it happens to be Stomp. And with this, it means, well, you can do anything you want to do. Sludge Bomb, look at that. An amazing attacker right here. We're going to take out this Bellsprout. However, after this many growths, a Vine Whip could be problematic, so maybe we'll get lucky. Uh-oh. I don't like the looks of that. I'm gonna switch out here. Because Bide, in the later games, it requires us to stay in for 3 turns where we can't do anything. And Vine Whip could be taking us out. Okay. We'll end this battle off here, because that could have been bad. Okay. It also means with Metronome you have a chance of getting moves that do nothing like Splash, or even worse, moves like Self-Destruct and Explosion that will instantly kill you. So there's a cave up ahead, Wow, this sign says exactly what I was saying. This is Union Cave, called Union Cave because it joins Route 32 with Route 33. And our first wild encounter here is Zubat. You know, I really didn't want another Zubat. But hey, if we catch it, we can try to, like, I don't know, Spider-Man 2.0 maybe? I don't know, we can try to get redemption. I was really hoping for a rock or ground type, because this might be our last chance, and wow, Ice Punch. This game just doesn't want me to catch a Zubat. Again. Okay, no capture for this route. And in that last wild battle I just cut, I got the move Light Screen twice in a row with Metronome, which, that's just crazy. There are a bunch of trainers in here. A lot of them can be avoided, but I'm going to fight several of them, at least early on, while I talk about the new Pokemon that we can find in Union Cave, which I haven't seen any of them yet. The first one, because this guy sent one out, is Onix. Onix is a rock ground type with incredible physical defense. Like Geodude, it has a lot of resistances, and its huge defense makes it really hard to take down. Unfortunately, Onix has a 4 times weakness to rock and ground moves. I mean, a 4 times weakness to water and grass moves, which makes it really easy to take down if you have a move of that type. It also can't evolve in this run because it requires trading, but Onix is a good Pokemon to have. It's kinda rare in here though, as Subito learns the move Reflect, which halves the damage from all physical attacks for a while. I could use that move later on. The next wild Pokemon you can find on this route is only available in morning and the daytime, which is why I waited until morning and day to come here, and that would be Sandshrew, a ground type move, a ground type Pokemon. Sandshrew has good attack, good defense, pretty typical for ground and rock types. In terms of moves, it's not the best, but it can learn some pretty good stuff. It evolves into Sandslash, which it takes everything Sandshrew had in terms of good attack and defense and makes it even better. If it was a rock type, it would probably be better, but ground is still pretty good, and I recommend a Sandshrew or Sandslash if you can get one in here. And a lot of the trainers in here will have Geodude and Onix, which makes breezing through this with a grass type or water type really easy. And that's going to be some great training for Subito. However, if it gets above level 15, it will not be able to take on the next gym. Now, to be perfectly fair, the next gym is Bug type, where grass probably won't be very good, and for the second gym in a row, I doubt I'll be using Subito in it. But just in case, we won't take any chances of over-leveling. And with the next gym being a Bug type gym, well, that serves really well for our flying types once again, but this isn't really the best place to train them with all the rock and ground types here. You can also fish in here, and because it's close to the entrance, the fishing spot, you can potentially not get any wild encounters in between there. Fishing gets you a very high chance of catching Magikarp once again, and you can also catch Goldeen here, which is a new Pokemon, by fishing. Goldeen is about as generic as it gets for a water type. It's got balanced stats all around, not the best of moves. It evolves into Seeking, and Seeking is a personal favorite of mine, but I won't be using it because it really isn't very good. Actually, Seeking and Goldeen learn Waterfall naturally, which is an HM move, and if you had one of them, you could actually have Waterfall on your team without picking up the HM, which is pretty unique. It was actually their signature move in Generation 1 before Waterfall was an HM, so That's an interesting fact. As we're going to take out these Coughings. Coughing is a new Pokemon, but we're not able to capture one for quite a while, so I won't go into detail on it. But it has really good defense, and it's a poison type. Right now it only seems to know Tackle, so it's not much of a threat. Pretty much every time you can train your flying types in here, you want to go ahead and do that. There are also probably some hidden items in here, in addition to the ones we see on the ground, but I'm too lazy to search everywhere, especially with all these wild encounters. And the only real disadvantage of having Emma first in our party is that Emma is too slow to flee from a lot of these wild battles. So I often have to switch to get out. And in the basement of this cave, we can't proceed through here at the moment because there's water, but there are a few items in here. As you saw, we picked up a TM39 over there, and this will be the first TM I'm actually going to use in this run. TM39 contains the move Swift. It's a normal type move with 60 power that never misses. So, being a normal type move, and having someone on our team that's a normal type that doesn't know any good attacks, we will teach it to Emma. And Emma now has a good way of attacking and dealing damage without risking Metronome. Because we know Metronome isn't the best way of having consistent damage because, well, first of all, you could explode, which I haven't had happen yet. Ironically, once I had a Togepi explode on its very first use of Metronome. Also, Metronome runs out of PP fast, and half the time you won't be doing anything useful. I don't think Emma's going to be able to take out this Slowpoke, so we'll switch out to Subito and finish it off. Yeah, Slowpoke is another Pokemon that we can't capture yet, but it's one that you really want to look into if you want a good team member. If you wait, we can actually capture it up to an area we might be reaching in this episode, so I'll hold off on it, because I might end up having to do a bio on it this episode. So, we are almost through Union Cave. We got some good training for Emma in here, just by leaving her at the top of our party in these battles. And this is Fire Breather Ray, and he has a Vulpix. Vulpix is a fire type, and I actually don't think you can capture it in Crystal version. It's available in either Gold or Silver, I don't remember which one, but it's not kept over into Crystal. It's more defensive than Growlithe, it's thought of as the counterpart to it, and it evolves into Ninetales. I don't know why I'm mentioning this, because we can't capture one, but I guess that's the mini bio. I won't have anything in the bottom for that. But, yeah. It goes down pretty easily. And Emma's right on pace with the rest of our team now. And it knows an attack that can actually do something. And I actually realized during that last wild battle that we have a Repel. We picked it up during the last episode on Route 32, but it's probably a little too late to use it now because, I mean, we're like 5 steps from the exit of this place, and, well, Emma can't run from a lot of this stuff. But she can take out Zubats pretty easily now. As we exit Union Cave to Route 33, the shortest route in the game, where we have a free Poison Cure Berry and another patch of grass. In this patch of grass, there is nothing new at any time of day, so you can use it to pick up something that you might have wanted to capture before. And let's see what we get here. Hoppip. Grass flying type. At level 6 it's going to be a pain because it knows Synthesis to heal HP, but it can't damage us. I will catch it, but I really don't want to have to use this thing, because it is not a good Pokemon by any means. But we'll catch it, add it to our party, and I will come up with a nickname for it. Come on. And we have a Hoppip. And I seem a little too overly excited about this, even though it won't be getting used. And I'm going to name this Hoppip Basil. I'm just copying off of Datai right now, because I really loved his Hoppip only run that he did forever back. And I don't know what Pokemon this trainer has, but I'm feeling like switching to Daryl, taking Emma off of the lead spot. Come on, look towards me. There we go. I came through the tunnel, but I still have plenty of energy left. Oh boy. I made that sound a lot more than it should have. Actually, this guy probably has a Geodude. Yeah, why did I lead with Daryl? I totally saw that coming. Okay, we'll switch back to Subito, who's getting really over-leveled now, but it just means I won't have to train him as much later. Maybe I'll just get him to level 16 when he evolves, and then I won't be able to use him in the gym, but it's gonna be cake because I have 3 flying types and it's a bug type gym. Daryl grows to level 12. Subito almost levels up. See, Machop. I knew he'd have something that a flying type would come in handy for. But actually I remember from Datai's run that he purposely didn't fight this trainer because it knew Rock Throw, which would... Oh! Okay, what am I going to do here? He knows Rock Throw, I'm certain of it. I'm going to, hope he doesn't use it now, and... Oh gosh. Alright, Daryl, you're coming back in. You're faster than Machop, and you can kill it in one hit. Okay, Low Kick is a pretty powerful move, as you can see, and Machop is a pretty powerful Pokemon. However, we can't catch one for a while, and we got out of that. I made it a little harder than it should have been, but that's actually a tough trainer. Whoa, you've got more zip than me. I guess he started the battle off by saying he came. As we have reached Azalea Town, the next place. And this is the Slowpoke Well, where we can catch a Slowpoke. Records show that a Slowpoke's yawn ended a drought 400 years ago. Well, I don't see any rain, so there might be another drought. And this guy says it's a little unsafe, so he's standing guard. What a nice person. So this is Azalea Town. We have the gym down here, but we can't challenge it because somebody's blocking the gym and says that Slowpoke Tail's very tasty. Well, we can't afford the one the guy was trying to sell us forever back. So we're going to quickly heal here. And I don't think we're going to have time to continue anything this episode. I'm going to check, but I really doubt it. Really, Joey? Don't ask for a battle. Okay, we're going to battle Joey, and then we're going to end this episode. Alright, we are about to challenge Joey once again, and carrying on the tradition of the Youngster Joey battles, you'll never guess who is out front once again. We have Youngster Joey's Rattata, level 4, against Ike. And Ike keeps getting better every time, and this time, Youngster Joey's Rattata goes down in one hit. Ike gains pointless experience. Joey's defeated. He lost again. And we're going to end this episode here. We got to see Ike's first battle as a Butterfree. We got to see Emma level up a bunch of times. And the rest of my team, we got through Union Cave. So next episode, we will be taking care of some business in Azalea Town. And then possibly challenging the second gym. See you then.